everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek. Just getting ready to do our third episode as well, of Robinson Crusoe, Adventures on the Cursed Island. You know, we're trying to save Jenny, get her off the rock that's in the middle of the sea. We've got to get a raft to her. I think we're going to be able to do some things with that this turn. In addition, I wanted to make a correction from turn 1, actually. It didn't impact the game at all, but I just want to make a correction. When Friday explored, he did get an injury from doing so, so I'm going to move his cube down 1 for his injuries. Aside from that, I think we're all caught up. As I said last time, I did do some housekeeping and get some cool things on the board. Don't need our token here. And all this stuff is now down here. We've got lots of stuff in our reserves to do things with. It's really cool because it's going to help us a great deal this turn. But let's just get straight to it and start going. We got plenty of things to do, lots of actions to take. And we need to get Jenny off that thing before she dies. She's already about halfway through her health. Let's go take a look at that right now, and then we'll get on with our turn. Okay, here's our scenario cards. You can see Jenny has lost 4 health total. She's going to lose some more at the end of this turn if we can't get her off the rock. If she gets there, she's dead, and we lose. But we got everything we need to get the raft going. We got enough wood, mainly because we have this ruined hut in our reserves. We pulled some wood back for that, so we're going to swap those out. Plus, we don't have one of these, I don't think, but if we do, we'll get some vines. But we do definitely have the herbs. We're going to suck those up. We'll gain some health before we lose more morale. We got a pistol, which is going to, you know, we could go dual pistols, baby, and get +6 with our pistols that we have. You know, if we do use those, they do eventually go away. We haven't encountered a storm yet, but I'm sure we will. And the next 2 totems we uncover will be good things. The first one is we refine the remains of a mast and spars, which gives us we can actually get the rope invention. So I think we need to explore, because that's probably the best bet. We can actually get the rope invention quickly and then immediately build the raft. And then we find a balloon wreck next for our last thing and get a couple of furs, which are even better because they can help us build our palisades. Yeah, we're doing pretty good, actually. I'm pretty pleased. There is no guaranteeing of winning this because we don't know what events are going to pop up and etc. But let's get on with turn 3. Okay, so you know the first thing we do for turn 3 is we draw our event card. So first off, I did move the turn marker on the board to turn 3. I am prepared to do that, so let's move this up to here. First thing we do is draw our event. Oh no, it's a book icon, and we have no palisades yet, so we're going to take a point of damage. So why am I going to take a point of damage for that book icon? Okay, if you look right here, it says storm. See, that book icon matches the book icon here. It says hurricane is approaching, storms hit the camp, -1 palisades. Well, I don't have palisades yet, so we take damage. Good thing we have herbs and stuff to help us out. But this round, the first player can only do a build, a camp, and a blah 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 action. Rest action. So, being that I'm the first player, the only one that can do an explore action this turn is going to be our good man Friday and the dog, or the compass, either way. Or he can hunt. We do have some animals to hunt to get us some stuff. So what does that mean on our board? So when you look here, what happens here is the food crates go away. Now, there's no negative effects. You see at the bottom here, it'll tell you if there's a negative effect. For example, this one here that we just drew, if that falls off the board, if we don't take that second action, which is to put a person on there, discard this card, and get a determination token, then we're going to lose 2 morale. So that is going to go in this spot here. Our disaster is going to move over, and now you can see on the disaster card we have this men thing, which is pretty good, but if we don't do it, we're going to lose more roof and palisades. We can't afford to do that because we'll take more damage. Speaking of which, because of this event, we do take another point of damage. We're getting a little unhealthy, and we'd have to do something about that. But we do have our Bible and some other things. We're actually not in the worst shape. So, and I have some really good abilities I can use our determination tokens on, and those can be used at any time. Usually you want to use them during the action phase. But we also have some animals to hunt. We got all kinds of things going on. So, but that was our event. So our event is we kind of lost some hope. The hurricane whipped through here. Man, it's just rough for us. The hurricane winds whipped through. Caused some stuff for us to go on. But now we're going to go on to our morale phase. Now again, in the solo game, let's move up there. This is the morale track up here. In the solo game, we automatically go up 1, so we're going to go up 1 to 0. We don't get anything for it, but we don't lose anything for it either, because we move the morale track and then we take the appropriate step, which would be to gain or lose morale, but in this case we're at 0, so we don't get anything. That's going to end that phase. The next phase is our production phase. Now we're still in this beautiful spot that gives us both wood and food. So let's back up a little bit here. Here's our wood and food. It's going to go in our ready spot here, so we have something to eat next turn. While we're at it, we might as well cash some things in. I think we're going to take this ruined hut here. We're going to cash that in. There's no need for that. And we're going to get 2 more wood in our wood pile. So we have 3 wood in the wood pile. Man, all we need is that raft. So I think I'm going to take a chance and try and get it through exploration, because if we get another totem, then we're going to get the remains of the mast and spars, and it'll automatically give us the rope, which is really valuable. That's going to end our production phase. That's really it, guys. You know, I do think, you know, while we're at it, might as well do some good stuff here as well. I do have these herbs. I might as well use those, and that's going to bump up my health again. And if I can make the pot, I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. See, I got 2 unperishable. Once I cash those in, I'll have to eat them, but I'm holding on to them. But if we make the pot, we get the cure, and we get some food. Plus, we have some other stuff going on. We got this pistol. Man, we're just in good shape with resources because of our explore actions. But now, let's move on to our 3rd turn action phase and get that going. So the first thing I know we're going to do, since I can't explore, we're going to have Friday explore with the dog. And it's unfortunate it's only 1, but because of our event, we can only do 1. So we're going to explore there for that phase. Now, for us, we can either take... We got choices of, man, well, actually, this round the first player can only take a build, a camp, and a rest action. So I cannot take this. This limits our stuff, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take this mend card action and get our palisades up, unfortunately, because if we drop that off, it's going to hurt us again, and we can't have that. So Friday, unfortunately, is going to have to do that. Now, for us, we're going to definitely take a build action. I hate to waste it, but we need the rope. Otherwise, we can't get Jenny off of the rock by building the raft. So, okay, so we're going to build the rope. That's where we're going to go. Now, you know, we do have our shelter. I want to make sure I put that down there. Nope, we have our shelter. And, you know, we can take 2 build actions, but I believe we're going to take, if we use our Bible during let me go over here. If we use our Bible for the camp action, we're going to gain 2 determination tokens. Actually, we're going to. I just leave that here because it doesn't matter. We're also going to get a morale bump, but because of the Bible, we're going to get 3 determination tokens and a health back, which will bump us up another morale. So we're going to end up way up high on the morale track. So, while I think building is important, but you know what? I also have this guy up here. What does he do for us? He is an additional build action. So, let me think about that real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so we do have this extra build action, and I think I might as well use it. Yeah. Where'd he go? I thought I had him on the board here. Anyway, I think we're gonna use it. And here's, oh, I turned it in and got a token for it. We can't use it by itself, so we're going to place it with here and just secure the rope. Make sure we get the rope. Now I could take another build action. You know, I'm not in threat of dying or anything. I could take another build action and get something useful. Maybe the bricks, because then we can build walls and get our palisades up, or a knife and get some weapons up. We can build all kinds of things. We've got lots of choices. Or the map. I mean, the map gives us an extra exploring token, and then I can build the shortcut. Why don't we do that? We're going to build a map. Okay. Well, you know, we're going to get palisades from that, but I could have our palisades up to 3 if I build the bricks. I'm going to take that back. I think we're going to build the bricks, because we're going to get palisades without having to use our wood, which means we can use our wood to take an explore action and rescue Jenny next turn. Unfortunately, she's going to have to wait another turn. So those are going to be our actions for the turn. The first thing we're going to do then is move to our resolution of those actions. Sorry for bumping the camera. Okay, so we're going to resolve our threat action. That was the ding of me rendering some video. We're going to take our threat action first. We're going to take his action pawn, put it over there. This is going to resolve this. We're going to discard this card and a wood to add, and for that we're going to get +1 roof or palisades. Only if we have a shelter, which we do. We built that last turn. So let's go up here. We're going to use one of our 3 wood. Bam. And we're going to have, now we have, oops, sorry, it's weapons. Now we have a palisades of 1. And then when we build the bricks here, we're going to get another one. So we'll have a 2. That's pretty good. And then we can build the walls and get 2 more. So that at least we won't take damage from the winds at any point if we do draw another card that does that. Okay. That was his actions. So next we have a couple build actions. So let's start with the obvious one first, the one that doesn't require any help. We're going to get rid of this pawn that we used, bring our guy back here, and with that we're going to take the rope. And all you do when you complete an action item like that is flip it over, and it tells us we have rope now. Ta-da! All done. We have the rope. Now we can, next turn we can explore, spend 2 wood, go get Jenny off the island. Off the rock that she's on. Yay! We're gonna get Jenny back. And then next we do have a build action going on right here where we're gonna have to roll. That's for the brick. So let's move over to the dice bowl, and we're gonna roll our action dice. See if we can get this built. Hopefully we don't take wounds to do it. We failed. Man, guys, we're having bad luck in this area. We failed to build the bricks. But wait, no, he's the explorer. He can't do squat in this regards, can he? Well, we can boost morale. Discard to nope, it's only for exploration. So we're going to get 2 determination tokens. A lot of good that does us right now. It will help us next turn when we explore. And we took another wound, but we failed to build the bricks, and we did not get a special action card or anything like that, mystery card. So that really ends our unfortunate turn there. We need to get the pot built, get some health back. We're starting to take too many injuries here from bad dice rolls, etc. You know, the sad thing is on this dice there's only one. Well, actually, on the building dice there's only it's a 2 and 4 chance we're gonna. I'm sorry, 2 and 6 chance we're gonna fail. So we're having bad dice rolls. But that's going to end that. So next we go on to our weather phase. Now again, you can see here on turn 3 there's no weather event, so we don't have to worry about the effects of weather, and there's no other event that's causing any weather for us. So we're just going to move on to our night phase. Okay, during our night phase we do have Jenny unfortunately taking 2 more wounds, and then we have to eat. So we're going to eat one of our food. Saving that 2 food for when Jenny comes down. I don't remember. I have to read the card and see if we actually have to use it, but we do consume our own food, and that basically ends. We have shelter now, so we don't take any damage this turn from being exposed to the elements or anything else. And we have palisades, so if we draw another event card with the book icon, we're not going to suffer damage. We'll just lose the palisade level that we built. And then if we get lucky, maybe we'll get to build another. But next turn, you know, we're going to gather another wood, and we'll have 2 wood to build the raft and go get our girl Jenny. So that's the end of that. Thanks so much. Remember now, build actions, they all happen simultaneously, so we can build and explore to go get Jenny off the island. But that's going to end this turn. That's it for our turn 3. It wasn't too eventful, but we did have a loss of hope. You know, we probably should have rested instead of try to build the bricks, but building up that palisades would have been good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.